Welcome to the replay. So today I'm coming live on Instagram to talk with my friend Elysha Lenkin because we have the question, are you ready to declutter your wardrobe? Elysha is going to be doing a 4-hour closet revival next week. And so I'm going to invite her now, but we are going to be talking about the benefits of getting organized in your closet. Sorry, I'm mad at her. I think I accepted her, but I'm excited to talk about clutter declosetting today. There she is. Yay.
Yay.
I forget that it cuts us off when we're both on here, so I gotta adjust. So I was having tech difficulties. I couldn't add my title before, so I said, I'm just gonna go live and fix it all later. So we're going with the flow here.
Yeah, love it.
How are you? How are you? So today we're going to talk about the benefits of decluttering your closet, and I'm going to introduce myself first, have Elysha introduce herself, and you'll see why we have different approaches to it and why I'm having Elysha here. So I'm JoAnn Krall. I am the Sensible Organizer. I've been a professional organizer for 16 years, and the past 6 of those years I've been working virtually with people. And while I do help people with closets, Elysha has a different approach because I'm going to have you introduce yourself.
Because I'm a personal fashion stylist, and my approach to decluttering your closet, it's not just about getting rid of clothes. Yes, you're going to get rid of your clothes, but this is really about finding, defining, reclaiming, reinventing your personal style, because the women who I work with and so many women in my life, they're just going through tremendous change, so much transition, whether it's physical changes with the body, as we get older, our weight shifts and
shifts.
Everything shifts, right? Kind of comes down a little bit. So whether it's with the physical changes, and then there's also the changes in the lifestyle, new job, new role, new promotion, stepping into who we are becoming. So the decluttering that I guide my clients through, and what I'm going to be offering in this 4-hour closet revival, is really about going a little bit deeper with your personal style and understanding and really making space for who you want to be and how you want to look.
I love that. Making space, that's, simplifying and making space. That's what I'm all about. So the first I wanted to talk about, from your perspective, what are the benefits of decluttering your wardrobe?
Yeah.
And then I'll share mine if I have anything extra. I know we're very on similar mindsets, but.
Yeah, and that's what I think is so fun about this. And that's why I'm so glad we're doing this together, because you're obviously a big proponent of decluttering. So it's interesting how we come at it from these different perspectives, which for people watching, it really depends on what they're looking for. So if you're looking to declutter with someone like me, a personal stylist, then, well, first of all, it's going to save you so much time, which I have a feeling that's going to help everyone across the board. But when you've got a ton of clutter in your clothes, in your closet, so these are the clothes that basically they're slowing you down when you're going to get dressed. Because here's what happens. You wake up in the morning, you have to get dressed, and you start, maybe you physically touch these pieces, or maybe you're just visually seeing them, but these are all the pieces that you're not going to wear. You're not going to wear them. They're still in your closet, and they're taking up space, physical space in your closet, which is a big deal for someone like me because I live in New York City. So I don't have a lot of space, right? So the physical space, and then the mental space, the mental clutter that this is creating, and this is slowing you down. This is why it is taking you so long to get ready in the morning, because you're dealing with all of this clutter. Okay, so decluttering your closet with me is definitely going to help you save time. It's also going to help you save money, because so many women I know have wasted so much money on clothes that they're not going to wear. I was actually just talking to somebody. We were speaking on a Zoom call this week, and she needed to get some new professional clothes for her new position. So she went on ThredUp, which I love secondhand. I'm a big fan of thrifting, vintage shopping, all that. But the downside of that is that it can be really cheap. So what happened was she ended up just getting a ton of stuff, and there was no plan, there was no strategy. It was just boom, boom, boom. And the next thing you know, she's got all of these clothes that she's never going to wear. right?
Right.
So if you think about how much money she just spent and wasted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about you, but I know a lot of my clients, they're going to waste a lot more than $200
Mm-hmm.
this year. But that's the ticket price for this investment,
Mm-hmm.
for this ticket price. The ticket price for this upcoming event is
Right. I
right.
know.
So
Just a couple of items, you know, and
that's what I mean. So
yeah.
things that, because I'm not just going to teach you or help you get rid of clothes, I'm going to help you understand
Yeah.
why you're getting
Yeah.
clothes so
Yeah.
that you don't make those mistakes again. So saving time, saving money, and then lastly,
Mm-hmm.
so that you feel excited about everything in your closet again,
Yeah.
because you just want to look at your clothes. You want to have less clothes, but good options, because when you have
Mm-hmm.
options, getting dressed is just so much easier. It's so much more fun. And then you put these clothes on, and then you're showing up in the way that you want to show up, right? You have confidence, you feel empowered, and you're just ready to get into your day being the person who you're meant to be. So those are the benefits.
No, I love that. So just to give you a perspective, when I help people clean out their closet, if I don't work with people physically anymore, but when I was with people physically, we would do, we would go through each item. I wouldn't do the whole Marie Kondo thing where you dump it all in your bed, because if I had to leave suddenly or they had to leave suddenly, I wanted them to be able to sleep in their bed. So it was more of a, let's kind of look at each piece. And then when when I'm not with somebody in person, I often tell people to turn their hangers around. And, at the end of a certain period, what they have left is, facing the other way is what they haven't worn. And it may be seasonal pieces. But the key to that is that takes time. So somebody who wants to get this done right away and have the perspective, because I don't have the perspective of a stylist. I can't tell somebody, I can say, yeah, that looks good on you, but I can't say, oh, you have this and this. Like, think about how this, would work together or make you feel. So, there's all that extra, and I know you're not going to go into, telling people what they look like on the thing, on your revival, but just giving people the understanding of what makes them feel good and what, getting rid of all the clutter, and then you can look at it and go, okay, where do I go from here?
Yeah.
So I love that. And you talked about saving time. 100% saves you time getting dressed, because you know what you have, what goes, you can see a clearer picture, but money as well. And you talked about that one example, but and what I would see is I would go into people's closets and be like, you have 25 pairs of black pants. How many do you wear? One. I grab the same pair every time, and I'm like, then it's just taking up all the space. Like you, I have a small home. I'm going to out my husband right now. He uses our entire closet. So I have my clothes in a wardrobe, like an IKEA wardrobe. So I only have a certain amount of hanging space, and that's where my clothes go. So I have to be really intentional about what I keep. So yeah, I love it.
I love the intentionality piece, because that is everything, and that is the core of the way that I work with my clients and what's going to happen at this wardrobe. I'm calling it a wardrobe purge party, because it really has a party vibe. Because I'm going to be sharing my expertise. I've been styling for 25 years. I've been doing
Crazy.
I know, crazy.
Since you were 12, right?
Yeah.
Or 10. Yeah.
A lot of bodies, a lot of clothes that I have experience with. So I'm going to be sharing my expert strategies on how to clutter most efficiently, which includes letting go of those hard to let go pieces, like sentimental items, expensive things. So there's going to be all that, but then there's going to be the community. And this is what makes it a party vibe. Well, then there's the playlist that I'm but the community of women who come together, and everybody shares the same goal. Everybody wants to have less stuff. So that's a beautiful thing when people come together. They share this goal, and it's like what you said. It's for people who just need this. They have too many clothes weighing them down, or they're stuck in the rut of wearing the same few things they want to rediscover, because so many get what's even in their closet. This is for the people who have a lot of space, because they've got clothes in their son's room, and they've got clothes in their closet, and they just forget what's in there. So for those who want to rediscover, this is for the people who just feel overwhelmed or stressed out every time they get dressed, and they just want to be there and they want to get it done. And I can say, based on the results of the previous purge parties, you will finish this session with multiple bags of clothing to get out of the house.
Yeah. And I think a reward for that is going and buying yourself something really nice afterwards, because you'll have more room, and then just buying something that makes you feel great. Or like you were saying, like buying something to go with what you have left, you know, to revive everything that you have and rediscover it.
Yeah.
So I love that. Yeah.
And that's part of it, is the revival is whoever joins this party is they're going to have such clarity about their style moving forward in 2023. They're going to, because this is a bit of a self-discovery experience that I'm providing. I'm all about the self-awareness.
It's what I do every day. It's all about self-discovery, for sure.
Exactly, because we're constantly shifting and changing. So getting aligned with who we are right now. I think the biggest benefit of cleaning your closet and doing it in this way through the personal style perspective is that so many women who I work with or who I know, they really have these clothes in their closets that are making them feel bad. And specifically, I'm thinking of one woman. She had gained some weight, and getting dressed was just awful, and it just made her feel terrible. Not to mention it was taking up too much time and stressing out. So just getting rid of all of those things that make you feel bad, all of those things. Oh yeah,
I lost your sound.
Phone call.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do not disturb. So just letting go of the clothes that make you feel bad, because now this woman, she attended the Purge party last year, and now she has a range of go-to outfits. She wants to wear it all, and it really just has to do with what's going on in her day. What does she have going on in her day? How does she feel? And then the getting dressed is so much easier and even more fun.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I you know, when I worked in the corporate world, I had that. And then, you know, I had children, and I look back at pictures of me when I first had my babies, and I was wearing, I mean, it's back in style, right? Big t-shirts with bike shorts, you know? And I'm like, wow, I look so frumpy. At the time, you know, everyone was wearing it, but I look back and I go, oh, I would never put that, you know, even if it came back in style, I would never put that on again. But just the shifting of the wardrobe is so interesting through your lifetime. I have a funny story, and if my girlfriend watches this, she's going to laugh because she just reminded me of this. I have a pair of leather pants that I bought, and she was with me. We both just had babies, and we both bought leather pants at the Gap back, you know, in the 90s, and we were like, we're going to fit into these. And she fit into hers, but I never fit into mine. And I hold on to them, and they don't make me feel bad. They probably fit me now, but they weren't in style forever, right? So I didn't, and so we were joking because you know, you see leather pants coming back. She pulled hers out, and she pulled a concert ticket out of her back pocket. She goes, look what I found. It was a concert we had gone to. I'm like, so you fit into yours. I never wore mine, but it was back from like the, you know, the early 90s Jay Giles band. It was so great to see that. But,
That's hilarious.
funny.
I love that. So that's like, you know, doing your closet clean out, reaching into the pocket, finding some money. You never know.
That I'm so glad you brought that up, because I cannot tell it. I mean, just by the nature of what I do, helping people, because, you know, I help people with the boring stuff too, the paper and the digital and, you know, all that. They find money all the time in different ways. You know, sometimes it's tangible money, sometimes it's checks, sometimes it's, you know, just, you know, I'm not paying late fees anymore, and I'm not paying mega interest because I'm focused. But finding that cash in pockets, we would find that stuff too. It's really, or old, you know, old purses. I almost said pocketbooks. You know, do you guys say that in New York, or is that just a Boston thing, right? But
purse, bag, or purse.
Yeah. So, but yeah, people find money all the time. I always say, you know, I would always say that to people. I'm like, you're making an investment in me, but I guarantee you somewhere along the line, we're going to find money. And we would every time. And it would be like, I just paid for you. And now look at my space. It's clear. You know, it's so fun.
And that's fun. In the clear space, having it's clarity is what they're getting. They're getting clear space, like physical space to move hangers, and then just clarity on who they want to be, how they want to look, what clothes support them. That's a big thing that I teach. I help them understand what clothes are outdated, right? So I really explain, how can you tell if your clothes are outdated? You know, sometimes we have stuff from, like you said, the leather pants from the 90s, right? So just the details on how to discern that. But just getting that understanding of what your style is going to be. So I'm super excited. I know it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. I just want to grab my notes because I wanted to mention something. Yeah, so we talked about your party, but if you want to just give a quick just a quick, not a detail outline, but just so what people know what to expect, you know, because I know like with me, a lot of people are like, I don't understand this, you know, but everybody understands Zoom now. So just like the quick structure of how we'll work at it. I just want to remind people it's next Saturday, January 21st from from 12 to 4 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, quick understanding just for people.
Yeah. And it's funny that you say that, because one of the things that I heard from the people who attended last time is like, I didn't know what to expect, but I cleaned my closet and I had a good time.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the overarching.
Some people are so free like that. They don't care. They're like, I'm in, I'm showing up. Other people are like, do I have to be on camera? Yeah. Do I have to show my stuff? Yeah. All that. Yeah.
That's a really, really great question, because we are all different. So it's called the 4-hour closet revival, but number one, you're not cleaning your closet for 4 hours. And number two, you're not going to be in this group with me for 4 hours. So it's divided into sections. There's going to be teaching. I am going to be sharing my expert strategies for decluttering and developing your personal style. So there's teaching, then there will be clearing. And that is when you will get into your wardrobe and you will go and you will do the work. I will give you specific prompts and tasks on what needs to get accomplished in each round. We have 3. So you're going to be very focused about what you're going to be doing in the closet. And then the third part is the community connection. And that is where we come back as a group, and that is where we connect as a community. And that's where you will find support and accountability, and also a lot of fun. So it is broken down into these 3 categories. And then I also give a time for breaks, so you can go to the bathroom,
yeah,
eat something. So it is very spread out. I remember the last round, there was a woman who was nursing a baby and she was concerned. I was like, you're going to have plenty of time to be nursing your baby if that's what you need to do. Right. So
yeah. And did I read correctly? You're offering a replay?
And it's all on demand. Yep. So
which is awesome. Yeah. Cause there's those people that are like, well, what if I have to leave in the middle? I'm going to miss it all. Or what if I can't make it? You know, there'll be or the people that stay for the entire time, they could go through the replay theoretically and spend another couple of hours, you know, with you guiding them.
Exactly. And the replay is available shortly after, and this is something that is yours to keep. So you have this material. Awesome. There's a playbook. I don't call it a workbook. It's a playbook.
Yeah.
And a playlist.
Good.
Well, that I'm working very diligently on right now.
Yeah.
So it is going to be there's a lot of play involved, and it is a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Productive.
What's that?
And productive.
Productive. Yeah. Yes. Excellent. That's awesome. So yeah, I mean, if anything, well, first, before you share anything else that you need to share, I want to let people know that the link to sign up is in my bio if you're watching on Instagram. If you're watching this video somewhere else, because I'm sharing it, the link will be around, and you had a coupon code, and that will be in the description. And yeah, anything else you want to share about it, or just the whole final words?
Yeah, I've got some final words. Yeah, just how, you know, this is a beautiful experience for anybody who really does want to have that clarity, who wants to have a more simple, streamlined wardrobe, less choices, better options. And it's also just an opportunity to reconnect to the person who you are, who you're becoming in 23. So there's that's available to you as well for those who like to take it a little bit deeper. But at the end of the day, expect to have multiple bags of clothing to get out of your place.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right. Yeah. Well, this is good. I love keeping it like brief and, you know, offering that value. But yeah, you know, I think everybody has that goal to get organized at the beginning of the year, you know, and then we continue to have that goal, but it doesn't always manifest. I love things like what you're offering, because it's like, you give yourself the permission to sit and do it. You're not saying, oh, I'm going to get to my closet next week, or, oh, I have to go, you know, hire someone to come in. It's like, here it is, grab this opportunity if you're available, even if you're not, because you, like you said, you're offering a replay, just so that people can, so that you can sit down and you can focus and get it done. Exactly. And then continue to work, because you'll have the tools beyond there. So
exactly.
Awesome.
I also want to add about what you were saying about this time of year, that January is actually an ideal time to go in and to do this work and to make space for yourself. So you've got the momentum or the energy of however you want to think about that, just of the season, the time of year, that's also on your side. So it is a really good time to finally just take advantage of this and to do something for yourself that will make you feel pretty amazing afterwards.
Yeah, definitely, because we all need a boost. I'm looking out my window right now into the gloomy backyard, and it's like we need sunshine and we need a boost. And this is, decluttering. I always hear that from people like, oh, it feels so good to declutter. I'm like, it does, but there are people that it doesn't feel good, and they need that guidance and support. Some people go, oh, I'm just going to declutter my bedroom today, and they're like, that felt so great. And then other people are looking at them going, really? And it's just because they need that support and that guidance.
Exactly. So having some structure and some accountability to support you while you go through and
I know that like people don't have to worry about being judged for anything that they're holding on to. I mean, I just admitted I have a pair of leather pants from the 90s, and I'm 56 years old, so I shouldn't be wearing leather pants, although I'm going to put them on someday.
Yes, no, this is a space where, well, that's the thing, is we see everybody's garments, and this is a space where everybody is welcome.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, thank you. I'm going to hit stop, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if anybody has any questions, just ask them in the comments or reach out to Elysha.
Thank you so much.
Have an awesome day. How do I end?
All right.
The big X at the top?
Yeah. I'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.